Welcome to the show. And on the show today, I want to talk about life. Life in general, and sin and evil, and how, because of sin, there's a lot of bad things going on in the world. And there's fungus. I have onychomycosis. And I soak them in Epsom salt and then put iodine on them. And it's helping, it helped, but I didn't use it while I was in Florida. It's not as bad as it was. It's still improving, but it still needs some, more treatment. And I'm in the yard down here. Walk around and talk about how our hearts are basically wicked, and there's evil in the world, and with the wars with Israel and the Palestinians fighting, and first they bombed Israel, but it's all now being turned around and blamed on Israel for some reason. Not Hamas. It couldn't have been Hamas, right? That's what they say anyway, so a lot of them that I see on different posts on the internet. So yeah, it seems like narcissism is really the word they use for it, but it's been evil since we sinned in the Garden of Eden, in the land of Eden, the garden that was where Adam and Eve were. God created, He spoke it into being, and then He told them not to eat from the tree in the center, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and they had to be banned from the Garden of Eden because they would eat of the tree of life and live forever, knowing about evil, about good, and then evil too. They had everything they could have ever wanted or needed, but Satan, the serpent, how he did it, I guess as a serpent. I don't understand everything about it, why the serpent had to crawl then on its belly. He didn't have legs anymore. But that's what it was. I'm sort of not hiding from my husband, but I'm back here because when I fight, there's 4 things that can go on. They used to say 3 in psychology, but there's 4 things. There's fight, there's flight, there's freeze, and there's fawn. But let me finish about the Garden of Eden and the Bible. Just a little snippet about the Bible. That the Bible says the things are going to go wrong. Revelation says that even, peace won't happen, but they're never going to destroy Israel, so they can try all they want, just like Hitler tried to kill the Jewish people. And kill them off with the gas places. He took them and gassed them and on train rides and stuff like that, and people are saying that didn't even happen. So there will be evil, but the people of Israel will, even if they are slaughtered or bombed again, they will survive. As a nation, it'll survive. Yeah, you can get killed. Someone can come and shoot you in the head at your front door because the world is evil. And basically our hearts are wicked. And we need Jesus in our heart to live right. But even families, because of Satan, he's roaming to and fro, trying to see who he can devour. And he'll put conflict with families and our selfishness, because our hearts are basically wicked. That's what happens. The wars and rumors of wars. And as in the days of Noah, where everybody laughed at Noah because he built the ark, and there's people today, and there have been people since that happened thousands of years ago, that thought Noah was crazy. And don't even think that that's true. That's another rumor that's going around. Although it was all written down and there's history of it, people want to think this is it. You only have one shot at whatever. See how many people you can trample and take advantage of to see how far you can get in life. And yeah, there are rich people that got the money and the inheritance and earned their money, but then there's also people who just walked over people to be rich and used and abused and promised something and didn't give it. But that's all the wickedness. Anyway, I'm sort of hiding from my husband. because I didn't feel like cleaning up the kitchen. That was pretty messy. I don't think it's terribly messy, but I just don't feel like cleaning it or making a meal tonight so he's a grown man, so he can make his own food. But with those four things: fight, flight, fawn, or freeze. I flight, I hide, I run. Since a kid, I've been hiding from people. When there's an argument or a fight in the family, I would go and hide somewhere, go up into the woods, or go out on the back porch when I was just little, like 7, 8 years old, and I'd play with the cats on the back porch at the farm. Because I flight. But I fight sometimes, but when I fight, everybody says it's me that's wrong. So that's what we did this morning. We fought about something with my daughter. I fought with her because she said something about me. I know he's back here in the yard somewhere with the dog, so I'm trying to talk softer, but my daughter said something about the other day that I'm always looking for my next fix, that I want to always go on trips and things like that and want to move. Well, yeah, I do like to look at real estate. There's Abby over there, our dog. She's looking at that other dog over in the yard. Anyway, I went to real estate school and I passed the test. It took me 2 times. I'm honest. I'm a truth teller. I'm a truth seeker, whatever the word is. And it took me twice to pass the real estate test. But you needed a nest egg saved, and I didn't have that. So I couldn't hang my real estate license. But I like to look at houses. And ever since I've moved here, 10 months ago, the deal was, and we didn't have any signed contract or anything, is that we would give a certain amount and there would be a house for us. The house they bought would have living quarters for us, but all we have is a bedroom and a bathroom. It's an ensuite. We didn't get a little kitchenette. One of the houses they looked at had a kitchenette on top of a garage, an apartment. We'd be separate, but now we are in the house together, share the kitchen. My daughter and I don't cook alike. We don't even think alike when it comes to food. But of course, I'm the one who's wrong. I've been the scapegoat for my family for years. 10 kids on the 10th when I got upset when my mom took my 3 nieces and 1 nephew in. I was the bad daughter. I was the bad child. The scapegoat. When things happened in the family, I was the one who was the messenger that got shot. If you know what I'm saying about that, if anybody's the scapegoat out there and you know what I'm talking about. Well, with things like, I could use like it's a third party, but things that happened that I believed that was going on in my life, I'm the bad person. I'm the crazy, because even though it looked like something was going on, nothing was, according to them, according to everyone. And you're supposed to go with your gut, aren't you? Well, with my gut, I was feeling that something was going on. But it's family with other family, like it's his own brother's wife. So, that just can't happen. Does that happen all the time? Yes, it does. It happens all around us. Where you hang out with a couple and you end up with it. You find out, just my one niece, her husband, they went to the beach together with her daughter's best friend's parents. And here her husband ended up having an affair with her daughter's best friend's mom. So they got divorced. Now Donna's remarried. Well, I said her first name, but it's all the truth. I'm a truth teller. I speak the truth. But it's the past. Let it go. It shouldn't even matter if you know the truth or not. If the truth would be said, that the person would look bad. But if they did it, they did it. Confession is important. Confess your faults to one another. But anyway, with cleaning up the kitchen, I wanted a kitchenette, and I wanted just to have my mom as a 7-year-old, just to be my mom. She had 10 kids, and I was the 10th. And they're saying I'm the spoiled brat. And I'm just a spoiled brat. And I didn't want those 4 to move home. No, I was shoved aside. But it's all just me. I'm the crazy. That's the end of that. That's what the family says, and that's the truth to them. That's how they live their life. And now I feel again like it was all going to happen, that it would be a kitchenette, or at least an area we could put more things in, when the first house they were trying to get. And I understand that she wanted a place in Prattville for her daughter and schooling, and I don't deny that that's the best thing that could happen. But once again, I feel like, scapegoat, who cares? You're going to live with this, and that's that. And my husband's dealing with me again, having these little upset times where I'm upset about it. And I'm tired of doing dishes all the time. And then it's 3 dogs all the time. It's like a kennel. Oh, let them in. Our bedroom is smaller than the rest of the house, but the 3 dogs are with us. Oh, just let them in their kennel. And then you go out to do something in the kitchen, you hear they're barking, and they're barking, and they're barking, and they're barking. But I'm supposed to just be okay with that and just get a grip. And my husband says, what are we going to do about it? We sold our house. Well, I don't know what we can do about it, but he could have a little more compassion. And I'm done for right now making food for him, at least for tonight, and cleaning up the kitchen. And when I don't even eat half the same stuff because of my stomach. But it's just, you are nobody. What you believe and say don't matter. You are the last child, and now my grandchildren are coming here. And all the older siblings, the one that's only a year and 4 months older gets an acre of land. Who cares? She's gone through hell living there, taking care of the aunt and uncle and everything else. I don't really care that she got that acre. But this world is so wicked, and the flesh is so selfish. And I wasn't nurtured properly or validated. I was told I was always sent with my brother and his 4 kids. I'd fight with my oldest niece, the firstborn granddaughter of my mother, and we'd fight, and I'd be the one that would have to shut up, or else. If you don't stop fighting with my oldest daughter, my brother that's 19 years older than me, oh, he's dead and gone, but all this stuff. Oh, you're an adult now. You have to take care of your own mental health issues. You don't matter still. You still don't matter to us. It's the same all the time. Oh, just don't talk about it. Oh, it's none of my business when I talk about the grave site that doesn't have a tombstone yet from my sister-in-law, from my husband's brother that passed away. His youngest brother was only 60 and died. So the one that's the cruelest sister-in-law, I don't even want to start that. That could be a 2-hour, maybe a couple day talk about that. But the world is basically evil. And yeah, I'm not supposed to be wrong, say wrong things, talk or gossip or talk, and just don't talk about anything. Just, once again, you're to be seen and not heard, but yet you walk into the room, it's like, oh, here she comes, And don't tell me some of my family doesn't do that. Every family does that. I do it too. I talk about my family. I try not to, but I feel like no one cares sometimes, and that's okay. Feelings aren't right or wrong, they just are. You have to decide to love someone every day. But I think still to this day, and this is a mental health issue, or either my husband's a liar, and I don't really care at this point right now. I still feel like he loves his youngest brother's wife. She's a widow now, so I'm all for it if he wants to leave me and go to her. I don't know. No one talks about it. You just can't talk about it. Don't air your dirty laundry. Don't talk about anything. Just be happy you have a place to sleep and a bathroom, that you're getting a door. You're getting a door to enter it from your bedroom now. I'm going to put a door in, so. And it's not a big deal if you feel like you shouldn't be in the kitchen. It's their kitchen, their house. I just wanted a little small kitchenette. We don't have money to buy it, so to put a kitchenette in, or to buy a small house. The lot here next door to my daughter's place and my son-in-law was sold, and they're going to be building a house soon right over there, so where the camera is pointing. So yeah. Yeah, it's like, wasn't my mother ever concerned about me until I was almost killed in a car accident in 10th grade. And she came in and they asked, "Who is this lady?" Because they thought I had amnesia too. I said, "That's my mom." And then she gets me a Big Mac because I like Big Macs while I'm in the hospital. Yeah, great. And she did other things, of course. Bring clothing home for me and Ann because we could wear the samples from where she sewed in the sewing factory. My mom worked hard, but she was a people rescuer. If you didn't need to be rescued, you didn't get much. She gave the same thing to 4 or 5 of us. And if you forgot it, that's what I'm saying. She gave it to the next one that visited. Oh, she's a good woman. She's an angel in heaven. She had no faults. Once, isn't that weird how once a family member dies, they had no faults. They did everything right. Just today, a family member of my husband's had that her mom's been gone 30 years or something like that, and that her mom was her everything. Her mom died of lung cancer 30 years ago. My mom died when I was 33, and I'm 66, so around 33. I don't know the exact age I was, but I didn't have my mom for 33 years. I felt like an orphan, but I felt like I didn't have a mom my whole life. She was my oldest brother's 4 kids' mom, not mine. And then my sister, a year and 4 months older than me, got to go to Uncle Lamar's with Patsy all the time. So, oh, but you were born crazy, born to be wild. You're a crazy child, born to be wild. Oh, Bruce Springsteen. I like him. Maybe not his politics, but his singing. So here I am. I do you can fight, which I fight with my husband a lot, but then the flight where you hide and the fawn, you just do whatever, or you freeze and you don't know what to do. Because I love my daughter, but we do not get along in the kitchen with cooking. And then I'm the cleanup person. She lived with us a year when they were buying a different house, before they bought the different house up in Pennsylvania. And I cleaned up the kitchen. That's what I did. But here, we don't eat the same. He's on keto, and I'm on like a diet for people with an ulcer in their stomach, because that's how I have to eat. And it's like I just have to clean up so many different kinds of pans and different things, because their daughter that's 16 makes a different meal too for herself. So I am just about ready to admit I am crazy. I know I am. I have mental health issues. There's no doubt about it. And it's all just my own fault. That's what my family says. You don't want to visit for a reason. When you don't feel loved. It's not even a feeling. When you just like, there's cliques in the family. There's favorites. And I babysat for my oldest sister. So I became like a favorite. But I had to do what she wanted. Conform. And babysit when her drunk husband would come home after his night shift and he was drunk and threw the kids around, and I'd walk on eggshells for that, and my dad would lose his temper. I'd walk on eggshells when my mom and dad were still alive. Then when the 4 grandkids, her grandkids, my mom's, when I was 7, then I was the bad person because I said, I don't want them to move in with us. We only had 2 bedrooms, and my grandma had more bedrooms. Some moved over there as they grew up, but then my other sister gets the new bedroom. I'm the scapegoat. I'm the messenger that gets shot, left in the backyard standing after I tell what happened at age 14. I'm the crazy, though. I'm the crazy. So I don't even know what this show was about. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm just going to try to keep dancing and singing, which I love to do. I've been going in my grandson's room to sing and talk on the show because he's at college, of course, so his room is empty. But I'm not allowed in my granddaughter's room. I cleaned it up really good once, but now it's a mess again, and she said I am not allowed to go in her room. She'll put her trash out even if I'm collecting trash or whatever. She'll put it out in the hallway, so. Yeah, it's all just me. Bye.